And today we'll start the class in child's pose. So remember that the props here, a chair, a mat, maybe a blanket and a block or some books. All of those may be useful throughout the class. If you don't have a yoga mat, then finding a place in your house where you can work on a non-slippy carpet might be good. Or if nothing else is possible for you, do the class with shoes on. I know that's like apostasy in yoga to do yoga with shoes on, but slipping and injuring yourself is also not an acceptable possibility either. So let's begin by finding our way into child's pose. We're going to spread our knees wide apart, bring our forehead down to the mat, toes are pressed together, and we're just beginning to breathe, noticing the breath, noticing that when we breathe in, we're breathing in, when we breathe out, we're breathing out. Just watching the ebb and flow, the rise and fall of the breath. And then we'll begin to intentionally lengthen and deepen the in-breath. Long, slow breaths. Just trying to let go here into the mat, releasing. We'll slowly begin to make our way up into table pose. Our shoulders are over our wrists. Our hips are over our knees. And then we'll do some cat and cow, so we'll drop our belly and gaze up as we take a deep breath in. Exhale as we arch our back like a scared cat. Inhale as we drop our belly. Exhale as we arch our back. And at your own pace, just coordinating breath and movement. Just trying to get loose, free yourself up. And then coming back to center. And we're going to bring our feet to the right, gaze over our right shoulder. Maybe we can see our feet. We're stretching our spine in the sideways direction. Coming through center and bringing our feet to the left, gazing over our left shoulder. Coming back to center. Now let's do some free flow, bringing our seat down towards our heels and just rolling around. Yeah, that feels good. And then we'll go back in the opposite direction after a little bit. Just trying to get loose. And then coming back into stable table. Now we're going to bring our forearms to the mat. Step our right foot to the back of the mat, left foot to meet the right, and come into a forearm plank. Forearm plank is really an excellent pose, particularly for seniors. It basically works your entire body all at once. You don't have to hold it for hours or anything like that. Just doing it for a short period of time is so good for you. And then we'll bring our knees down and come back into table. Now we're going to step our right foot to the front of the mat. It's okay, it's all done. Right foot to the front of the mat. Now we're going to just make sure that we're close enough to the chair so we could place our hands on the seat. We're going to tuck the toes of our left foot and come up into a lunge. We're going to step our left foot to meet our right and come into a forward fold. Here's where you might use the block or the books. If your head doesn't come all the way to the seat. Now, you're doing this over straightish legs, but having some bend in your knees is okay. You're in a forward fold with your head on the seat. You're going to inhale up halfway, gazing at the horizon. Exhale into the fold. Inhale your arms up alongside of your ears. Exhale your hands to prayer. Inhale your arms alongside your ears, stretching your left side body, stretching your right side body, inhaling your heart open to the sky, exhaling forward into the fold, head to the seat, stepping your feet back until your arms are fully extended, dropping into the pose. Inhaling your heart over the chair. Your shoulders are over your wrists. You're dropping your hips and gazing up. Exhaling your hips back up to the sky. Walking your feet to the chair. Folding head to seat. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling head to seat. Stepping your left foot back and coming onto your knee. Right foot to meet the left and coming into table pose. We'll do a couple more cat and cows here, just working the back out. Now we're going to step our right foot to the front of the mat into a grounded lunge. Place our hands on the seat. Tuck the toes of the foot in back. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Exhale your head to the seat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale your head to the seat. Inhale your arms up alongside of your ears. Exhale your hands to prayer. Inhale your arms alongside of the ears, stretching your left side body, right side body, inhaling your heart open to the sky, exhaling your head to the seat, inhaling up halfway, exhaling your head to the seat, inhaling your feet back until your arms are fully extended, exhaling as you drop into the downward dog chair supported pose. Inhaling your heart over the seat, dropping your hips and gazing up. Exhaling your hips back up to the sky. Walking your feet to the chair. Exhaling, head to seat. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling, head to seat. Stepping your left foot to the back of the mat. Right foot to meet the left. And making your way into table pose. We're going to step our left foot to the front of the mat. Tuck the toes of our right foot. Place our hands on the seat. You're in a supported lunge. You're going to drop the back foot so the foot is flush to the mat. And come into Warrior One. Bringing our hands to the chair, stepping our right foot to meet our left. Big breath in, exhaling your head to the seat, inhaling up halfway, exhaling your head to the seat, walking your feet back until your arms are fully extended, exhaling as you drop into the pose. Inhaling your heart over the chair, dropping your hips and gazing up into a chair-supported version of Upward Dog. Exhaling your hips to the sky. Walking your feet to the chair, big breath in. Exhaling your head to the seat. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling your head to the seat. Stepping your right foot back, coming onto your knee, left foot to meet the right, and coming into table pose. We're going to step our left foot to the front of the mat, place our hands on the seat, tuck the toes of our back foot. We're going to drop the foot so it's flush to the mat. And inhale our way up into Warrior One. Big breath in. Bringing our hands to the seat, stepping our right foot to meet our left. Big breath in, exhaling your head to the seat, inhaling up halfway, exhaling your head to the seat, walking your feet back until your arms are fully extended, exhaling as you drop into the pose. Inhaling your heart over the chair, dropping your hips and gazing up. Exhaling your hips back up to the sky. Inhaling your feet to the chair. Exhaling your head to the seat. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling your head to the seat. Stepping your left foot to the back of the mat. Coming onto your knee. Right foot to meet the left. And coming into table pose. Stepping your right foot to the front of the mat. Placing your hands on the seat, tucking the toes of your back foot. Now we're going to bring our back foot flush to the mat. Make sure there's a significant kind of railroad thing going on where your feet are spread apart here in distance. Back foot and front foot are one foot is standing on the track, the other foot is standing on the other track. Hands are on the seat. Now we're going to take a deep breath in and make our way up into Warrior Two. Gazing over the fingers of the right hand. As much lunge into the right leg as is manageable. Bringing your hands to the seat, stepping your left foot to meet your right. Big breath in. Exhaling your head to the seat. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling your head to the seat. Walking your feet back until your arms are fully extended. Dropping into the pose. Inhaling your heart over the chair, dropping your hips and gazing up. Exhaling your hips back up to the sky. Walking your feet to the chair. Folding head to seat. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling head to seat. Stepping your left foot to the back of the mat. Right foot to meet the left and coming into table pose. Now we're going to step our left foot to the front of the mat. Place our hands on the seat. Tuck the toes of our right foot. Bring ourselves up into a lunge. Seal the right foot to the mat. Inhale our way up into Warrior Two, gazing over the fingers of the left hand. Now, in Warrior Two, your spine is perpendicular to the floor. You're not leaning forward or back. We'll bring our hands to the seat, step our right foot to meet our left, fold our head to the seat, inhaling up halfway, exhaling your head to the seat, stepping our feet back until our arms are fully extended, exhaling as we drop into the pose. Inhaling our heart over the chair, dropping our hips and gazing up. Exhaling our hips back up to the sky. Walking our feet to the chair. Exhaling head to seat. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling head to seat. Stepping our left foot back. Right foot to meet the left and coming into table pose. Now we're going to spread our knees apart. Bring our toes together and come into child. Making our way out of child and coming back into table. Stepping our left foot to the front of the mat, tucking the toes of the right foot, placing our hands on the seat, bringing our right foot to meet our left, folding head to seat, inhaling up halfway, exhaling head to seat, inhaling your arms up alongside your ears, exhaling your hands to prayer. Now we're going to step our right foot to the back of the mat, keeping the toes of our left foot pointed at the chair. Bring our arms out and come into Warrior Two. Make sure you can reach the chair from the position you're in. Adjust the chair if you need to. Then we're going to straighten the front leg. Bring our left hand to the chair, right hand to the sky, into a supported triangle pose. Dropping our right hand to our right thigh, left hand to the sky, into sky archer pose. Bring our left hand to the seat, right foot to meet the left, folding forward, head to seat, inhaling up halfway, exhaling head to seat, stepping your right foot back, coming onto your knee, left foot to meet the right, and coming into table pose. We're going to step our right foot to the front of the mat, tuck the toes to the left, place our hands on the seat, make our way up into a lunge, bring our left foot to meet our right, head to seat, inhaling up halfway, exhaling head to seat, inhaling your arms up alongside your ears, exhaling your hands to prayer. Now we're going to step our left foot to the back of the mat, turning to the side of the mat, but keeping the toes of the right foot pointed at the chair and lunging into Warrior Two. Making sure you can reach the chair. Now we're going to straighten the front leg, bring our right hand to the seat, left hand up to the sky, gazing up at the skyward hand if that's comfortable, into supported triangle pose. Bringing the left hand to the left thigh, right hand to the sky into sky archer. Bringing both hands to the seat, stepping your left foot to meet your right. Bringing your head to the seat, inhaling up halfway, exhaling head to seat. Stepping your feet back until your arms are fully extended. Floating your heart over the chair, dropping your hips and gazing up. Exhaling your hips back up to the sky. Inhaling your feet to the chair. Exhaling your head to the seat. Inhaling up halfway. Exhaling head to seat. Stepping your left foot to the back of the mat. Right foot to meet the left and coming into table pose. And we'll spread our knees apart, bring ourselves into child's pose. Checking in with our breath. And trying to slow it down, deepen and lengthen it. And we'll make our way back up into table. Then we're going to bring our left knee to our left wrist. Trying to bring our left leg parallel to the front of the mat. If that's not possible, maybe bringing it to 5 o'clock into a high pigeon. Sliding the right foot back. And if you feel comfortable here, maybe coming down onto your forearms into a low pigeon. We'll make our way back up into high pigeon. Come onto our left hip. Swing our right foot around to the corner of the mat. Bringing our left heel up into the hip crease. And we'll rotate, gazing over our right shoulder. Coming facing our right leg and inhaling up big and exhaling, either taking the bind or just letting your arms lay alongside of the leg. And we'll release the bind and make our way slowly up, bringing our left knee up in for a hug. And we're going to step our left foot over our right thigh. Inhale up big. Exhale our left hand behind our seat, fingers pointing away from the body. Placing the right arm on the left leg and using it as a lever. Making sure to point the toes of the right foot in towards the body, and the left foot should be in contact with the floor or mat. Gazing over the left shoulder, and long, slow breaths. Counter twisting in the opposite direction. Bringing the left knee up in for a hug. Extending the left foot to meet the right. We'll place our hands alongside of our seat, open our heart, elongate our spine, take a deep breath in, and exhale our chin to our heart. Inhaling our arms up alongside of our ears and exhaling forward. Maybe taking the bind or just letting the arms lay alongside of the legs. Releasing the bind and making your way up. And we'll bring our right knee up in for a hug. Step it over our left thigh. Inhale up big. Exhale, rotating, gazing over your right shoulder. Using the arm to leverage the twist. Counter twisting in the opposite direction. And we'll bring the right knee up and give it a nice hug. Drop it to the floor. Gaze, twisting, gazing over the left shoulder. Left toes are pointed in towards the body. Inhaling up as you come facing the left leg, and exhale as you take the bind, or just let the arms lay alongside the leg. We're going to release the bind, make our way up. We're going to come over onto the right hip and swing the left foot behind and make our way up into pigeon pose. Right leg is parallel to the front of the mat, or as parallelish as you can manage. And then we're going to come down into our forearms and just let go here for a few breaths. Making our way back up. We're going to swing our left foot around to the front of the mat. Bring our right foot to meet our left, keeping our knees bent. Place the hands behind the thighs. Come back, rock back onto the tailbone and lift the feet up off the floor. And maybe releasing into boat pose. And just breathe long, slow breath. Bringing the feet together, coming into cobbler, letting the knees splay down to the sides, grasping the toes, letting your head bow. Then we'll come back up, bringing the knees together, and come back into boat pose. Bringing the feet together and coming into cobbler. Making your way back up. Making our way back into boat. Here's a fun challenge for you, reaching for your toes and trying to balance on your tail. And then we'll roll slowly back onto our backs and come into happy baby. You're bringing your knees in towards your armpits, grasping either your toes or the outside of the foot. And just breathe long, slow breaths. Then we'll release the bind and extend our feet straight up in the air. Let our arms lay alongside the body, palms facing up. Or if you have pain or any sort of discomfort in your lower back, you can place your hands underneath the small of your back. Maybe rotating your ankles around, doing some ankle rolls. Rolling back. And we'll bring the knees in, give them a nice hug. Drop the feet to the mat, keeping the knees bent. We'll tuck our shoulders, raise our hips up off the floor. Maybe if it's in your practice, reaching underneath and taking the bind. Pressing the knees together. Releasing the bind and untucking the shoulders and letting your hips sink back down to the mat. And we'll draw the knees in for a hug. Drop the knees to the right, gaze to the left, arms at a T. Bringing the knees back to center. Another nice hug. And we'll drop the knees to the left, gaze to the right. Bringing the knees back to center and giving them another nice hug. And then we're going to work our way towards our seat and try and bring our seat close to the chair. Bring our feet up onto the seat with our knees bent into a legs up the chair pose. And just breathe long, slow breaths. So I'm going to do a guided meditation here while you're in legs up the chair. So I want you to imagine, visualize in your mind's eye that you're at the top of a steep stairway and you're looking down. Across from where you're standing there's a balcony, and you could see crowds of people jostling and bumping into each other. It looks stressful and chaotic. So you begin to focus on your breath, breathing in slowly and deeply, breathing out slowly. And so you take a deep breath in And as you exhale, you step forward down one step. And when you're standing on that step, you take another deep breath in. And again, you step forward one step as you exhale. Inhaling as you stand, exhaling as you take a step. Inhaling deeply, exhaling slowly as you step down one stair. And in this way you make your way, coordinating breath and movement. Inhaling as you stand, exhaling as you step, until you finally come to a balcony that you're gazing across from where you're standing at. And on this balcony, there's just a line of people walking slowly behind each other. Their hands are in prayer and their heads are bowed. And they look so peaceful and at ease. And then you begin the descent again, breathing in as you stand, exhaling as you step. Inhale, exhale, inhaling deeply, exhaling slowly. Every time you take a step, you become more peaceful, more serene. Finally, you arrive at the bottom of the stairway, feeling very at ease, very calm. And you see that in the middle of the room there's a blue light. And you feel like it's inviting you. And so, inhaling as you stand, exhaling as you step, you make your way slowly toward the blue light. The closer you get, the more peaceful you become. Until finally you arrive at a pond, and the blue light is coming from the pond. The pond is smooth and unaffected. Looks so peaceful and calm, you just feel the need to step into it. So you take your shoes off and you step into the pond. The water is warm, about the same temperature as your body. And so you lay down into the pond and you just float on top of the water. You feel embraced, feel safe. And slowly the blue light fades. The room is silent and dark. You're breathing slowly and peacefully. You've never felt so calm and peaceful in your entire life. There's no weight. It's like you're floating in space. Very gradually the blue light begins to fade back on. And even though it's difficult to let go of the pond, you know that's what you have to do. And so you stand up, step out of the pond, put on your shoes, and begin to walk slowly back towards the stairs, one step at a time, knowing that when your pads of your foot touch the floor, knowing the feel, knowing the sensations, contact, inhaling as you stand, exhaling as you take a step, making your way slowly toward the stairs, feeling calm and at ease. You begin to make your way up the stairs, inhaling as you stand, exhaling as you step up, coordinating breath and movement. Your mind still contains the pond. You can feel the peace floating in your own mind, making your way up the stairs. Finally, you find your way at the very top. You begin to bring some movement into your body, pressing your thumb and fingers together. And then beginning to roll your wrists, and then your head, rolling your head from side to side, maybe making some circles with your nose. And then beginning to roll onto your side, bringing your feet off of the chair into a fetal pose. And then in whatever way suits you best, taking your time, making your way up to seated. Inhaling your arms up alongside of your ears. Exhaling your hands to prayer. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. May all beings be safe. May all beings awaken to their divine nature. May all beings be free. Thank you for practicing yoga with me today. Namaste. Well, I hope you found some value in that offering. I appreciate the opportunity to share my practice with you. And on that note, I'm going to end the class.